I just came back from the notary with my husband and my daughter, and we just purchased her first home. I can't believe I'm saying this. We just bought our daughter her first home. So our rental property. It's currently December 23rd. I'm not sure when I'm going to post this. Everyone always says, like, you know, hold your good stuff to your heart, because there's a lot of hating people out there, and I want to share this with the world, but at the same time, I'm super nervous that, you know, evil eye. At the same time, I just want to like make a video documentation of this, because this is big, and it's big. This is big. I make a lot of jokes. I come online and I share things about, you know, little anecdotes about my family, but it's big. I come from a very big family. I'm just going to put it as dramatic, because there's a lot of stuff. And for me to come from where I came from, and again, I'm not looking for empathy or sympathy or anything like that, or one of those stories, but those first gen immigrant kids, low income, you're going to understand where I'm coming from. Like, for me to come from where I've come from and experience what I've experienced, and to not only be a homeowner for myself, but then to be able to purchase a home for my daughter at 4 years old, to some of you, like, oh, it's light work. This is huge. This is huge. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful, because honestly, it's like, yes, there's a lot of hard work and everything behind it, but it's like things aligned. Things aligned. I know how I wanted and how I want to design my life, and things aligned because of that, and I stuck to it. So I'm really happy in that. But also, like, everything aligns. I didn't think clearly about this. This is just a stream of consciousness right now. Like, I always knew I wanted different. And I could not repeat certain, I'm not going to call them curses. I could not repeat patterns. That I saw generation of people in my family do. And I wanted different. And I remember seeing that at a young age, and people didn't get it because I was so young, but I was like, there's certain things that you have to be in and you have to experience to understand when a kid is telling you, like, no, there's more for me out here. There's more. Everything just divinely works out. It hasn't been perfect. It hasn't been easy, but everything just divinely worked out in being in the, like, going through the ringer with men and with boys, but then to finally land and find my husband in the club at a Black Chinese party. Shout out to Black Chinese. You're responsible for some of this. But like, finding my husband, the type of person that he is, the mindset that he has, in him encouraging, uplifting, speaking life into me, and me doing the same with him. And then just the steps and everything after that, and then being able to, you know, create our daughter out of love, at the end of the day, out of love. And again, be on the same path, the same wavelength. Things have not always been easy. Things are not perfect, but we just work. And to be here in this position it's not lost on me. It's not lost on me. Literally, as they say, like, your ancestors' wildest dreams. Thank God. Thank you, God. And now specifically to, again, first gen immigrant kids, low income, your family dynamic, birth order, generation, money. Don't let any of this dictate how you live your life, how you show up in life, and what you want. It's possible. It's possible to have more. It's possible to build also on what your parents had. It's possible. You stand on the shoulder of giants. You were put here at this time so that what it is that you want to achieve will be available to you. You can do it. You can do it. I know you hear it a lot of times from people, you can do it, you can. I'm telling you, from a first generation, low income, single mother household, absent father, inner city, public school. I'm getting emotional. You guys are going to catch me crying on TikTok. Like, I remember once one of my best friends that I had met in college, and she was coming over to my house for the first time, and she wanted to come into my room, and I was like, no. And she's like, no, I'm going to come. I was like, no, because I was too embarrassed that I was sharing a room with my brother. We didn't have it. I've talked candidly on this app. Bleeding heaters in the winter because it's just cold. Those who know. No hot water at the end of the week, specific days, because that's when all the kids in the building, everyone is shot. Like, anything you want, you can get. Anything you want, you can get. Last but not least, because this is super important too, thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. Start training your mind and fixing your mouth to say the things that you want to see. Because trust me, when you start saying this stuff out loud and you hear yourself say it, every other decision that you do is going to be guided by what you are putting out there. All of your decisions. If you're, you know what, I want to own a home, or I want to get this car, or I really want to, like, you need to start talking like, when I own this home, when I own this car, when I go on this vacation, when I pay off this debt. You need to start putting it out there like it's going to happen, it's happening, and every other decision that you make is going to be guided by that. So anytime you're like, oh, let me see what's online and do some shopping, and I'm not one of those people like, oh, your money, and I'm not about to do that, but it really comes down to thoughts become things, and then your actions follow that. So when you're online and want to do a quick shopping of, oh, let me see, you're going to start thinking, wait a second, I told myself I'm going to pay off my debt. Is this helping me? Is this getting me to where I need to go and where I want to go, or is it not? Wait, I said I wanted to start saving up for that down payment or doing, is this helping me get to where I'm going, or is it not? Anyways, all of this to say, I know sometimes things are stacked against us. I know the economy isn't in the best situation right now. I know interest rates are crazy. Housing prices are crazy. But I believe you can do it. I believe you can do it. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it. That's all I got.